all, you can totally like, oh my goodness, this is why I hate glasses. Okay, what if we like, okay, that's better. Hey guys, it's Bronny, and I just wanted to jump on here quick before I get into the rest of the video where I show you guys our kitchen before we've started renovations, and say hello, hi, welcome, or welcome back. My name's Bronny Cooper. I post videos on here about once a week, so if you're interested in lifestyle content, home content, things like that, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I also run a blog over on Bronny's Brew. I'll have it linked down below. Over there, I also talk about more home and lifestyle stuff, but I also go into more about my infertility journey and PCOS and all that fun stuff that really isn't fun, but we can say that it is. So I'm not going to talk much more. I'm just going to get right into the clips that I already filmed. It's already pretty long. I think I've already talked for like 20 minutes in those clips, which like no one wants to hear me talk that long, but if you do, I hope you like it. So let's get into it. Okay, so I figured I would show you guys what our kitchen looks like before we're starting to do renovations. I guess you could kind of say we started a few years ago because, as you can see, we have no backsplash. So we ripped that out pretty soon after we moved in. I think we moved in July, and we had this ripped out by September. And we just never ended up putting anything up because we never really loved our kitchen, and we didn't want to put the money into it if we were going to eventually rip everything out anyway. So there's that. So when you come into the kitchen, from our dining room, it's just this little entry here. Right now we have the dog food here. It usually sits in our dining room, but it's full of boxes to do the kitchen, so that's why it's there. Here we just have our fridge, and then up top we just have a few things that we store. Our fridge and our stove and our dishwasher are all new. We bought them when we moved in. The house was supposed to come with them, but they were broken and no one told us, so we had to get new ones. And then if you come over here, we just have our pantry, and right now it just currently has all of our food in it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of our big appliances, so like the Instant Pot and then like the Active Fryer and all that other stuff. And then right now we just have a cork board on it, and that's worked for now, but what I'm going to do is trim this with like a dark wood trim and then paint the inside of it with a chalkboard paint so that we can write things on it and it would be cute. And then up at the top we have this part here. I have to get a handle or something for it because currently to open it you have to take this door and then slam it to get it to open. So there's that, and then whatever we put up there. Right now it's just like roast pans and stuff. And then here we just have our little menu board. I haven't updated this in like forever. It's been a while. So this is not what we're having this week, but there. Right now we just have the recycling bins. Over here we're actually going to get like recycle bins that go underneath our sink this time, so we don't have to have them sitting out like this. And then over here by the window, we just have this blind that we put in because it gets really hot in the summer and we don't have air conditioning. So closing it makes the heat go away a little bit. And then here we just have this kitchen cart from IKEA. So when we redo the kitchen, I'm gonna turn it this way so it sticks out more and then have bar stools at it. My husband isn't the biggest fan of that idea, but I'm doing it, so he better learn to like it because that's what's happening. And then down here in these bins is where I store our Tupperware containers right now. I'm not sure. They might go into the pantry with appliances and stuff because I'm not a huge fan of it there. And then here we just have cookbooks, larger containers, and then sugar and flour and an extra milk thing. And then we just keep our cutting boards in this plate rack here. And then we also keep all of our vitamins out because if we don't, we'll forget to take them. So I need like a cute bin to put them in when we do that. What else? So right now I have this Raskog cart from IKEA here that just holds our pots and pans and then all of our little accessories like the handles for our pots and pans and like kitchen mixer, stand mixer stuff. I want to move this down to the laundry room and use it to hold like our laundry detergent and stuff. So I want to find a place for all of this that isn't in this cart because I don't want it in here anymore. Over here we have our garbage can, which once again we're going to get rid of because it's going to be under the sink this time. But I had to wash this out today, so that's why we have this garbage bag here because I was scrubbing this one. Over here, as you can see, our cabinets are super old and they're built in. So they've been here since they added the kitchen addition on, and I'm not sure when that was, but they're very old. And if you look close, you can see that we have them closed with elastics because they don't like to stay closed. So just in these cupboards here, we have our baking stuff, and then, see, doesn't stay closed. And then just like cups and drinks and spices, and a lot of them are empty, and I don't know why we still have them, but that'll all get sorted through eventually. Under here, we just keep our spices and our fruit bowl, which those apples need to come out of the bag before they go bad quickly, and then like utensils and butter and salt. And then here we keep all our towels. As you can see, the drawers, even like the not empty ones, they just don't slide very nicely. Under here is more storage. Once again, this door doesn't close. Well, sometimes, maybe now it closes. And here is just like more utensils. Oh, see, doesn't stay closed. This is where some of our big appliances are right now, but like I said, they'll move. Some more pots and dishes. This is where we just keep all of our plastic stuff right now, and eventually all of our like papery, kitchen-y products will be in drawers because I still have some in the pantry. It's just everywhere. What else? This one here is just our utensil drawer, which needs to be more organized because if you go to reach for like something like this, let's say you're putting dishes away, I've been cut a few times by knives. So. Under here is just some dishes and stuff, and then in the back corner, as you can see, it goes way back, but like it's really hard to get in there, and a broken cake stand because that's fun. But so we're gonna put in a corner shelf that has like a pull-out Lazy Susan, not just a regular one, but one that actually pulls out. And then this is just my coffee and tea drawer. And then this cabinet just has a bunch of useless crap, to be frank. It's just stuff that like we store. So essentially what's gonna happen up here is we're gonna have an open concept shelf, and we're gonna put cookbooks and cute stuff up there that is more decorative. This stained glass piece is gonna go because I don't like it there anymore. It doesn't match what the rest of the kitchen's gonna be. And then right now we just have the microwave and the coffee maker over here in this corner because that's the only place that there's a plug for it to work. But what we're going to do is putting in a tall cabinet here with the microwave built into it. We're gonna get a new one that's stainless steel. Like there's nothing wrong with that one, but it just doesn't match. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put another plug over here to plug them in behind, and then this little sliver that's left is gonna have the coffee maker and like the coffee stuff. So it'd be like a little coffee station, be cute. Up in this cabinet here is the one we use probably the most, because actually we don't use any of these cups because our dishwasher sucks and it doesn't clean them well, so I don't use them. Mugs and plates, and then just other cups and stuff up here. But like, see, these ones close all right, and we did try and paint these, and like it just didn't work, and I don't know. So that's why we're redoing it, because it's awful. And then under here, we just have to take the elastic off, is where I keep all the cleaning supplies. And because it's so old, like this sink has probably flooded 1.5 million times, so it's not the best. And then we're getting a new sink because this one has cracks in it. And then as you can see here, like our countertop has been cracked since we moved in. And then once we have the backsplash, it won't look so like dirty and gross, and yeah. And then here we have our dishwasher. We bought it for Christmas one year for ourselves. And as you can see, there's no countertop on top of it because we have an old home, so everything's undersized. So we couldn't get a dishwasher that fit in the little dishwasher nook that was there. So we had to cut the counter to put the dishwasher in. So I've been with an opened dishwasher for a very long time now. So that'll be nice. It'll be away. And you can't open the top and bottom racks at the same time because it'll tip because there's no weight on the top. But it'll be fixed soon. And then our stove, which is like probably one of my favorite appliances. So that's staying. But everything's gonna be shifted over here more, and the counters come out deeper. And because we live in like an old home and nothing makes sense and everything's undersized, our ceilings are shorter, so we can't do like to the ceiling with, well, we could put them up higher, but we couldn't get the big cabinets like we wanted to. But it'll work. So as you can see, this kitchen definitely needs a makeover. Okay, so today I decided I would show you guys just like where we are with the kitchen because we're not very far. As you can see, this is down though, so we do have some stuff packed. We have one box packed up. I'll show you that. I don't mind all the boxes because that's the kitchen. We have this box here that's all packed up. So we got all that packed up. And then I've also started to move some of the things we don't use on an everyday basis. So like some of our less used baking stuff, and then less used spices, and then all our alcohols at the back. And then I have this pitcher that's like really big and I can't fit it anywhere else. So then I'll show you what's in this. So if we come over here, this is the cabinet that's closest to the wall. So where the big microwave cabinet is gonna go. So we go in here. All that's left in here now is just the basic stuff we use on like a regular basis that we'll need until we rip the kitchen out, and then some paper towel, and then the rest of this is completely empty. When this was overflowing with stuff, like a bunch of empty containers also, and just like cooking and baking and a lot of like drink containers. When now all I have left in here is this cactus one because it's cute and summery. Hi. Hi. You're not allowed to jump in here, okay? Okay. And then I have just one that I'm drinking out of right now. But other than that, that's all that's left in this cabinet. Close these. So I'm very excited that I won't have to close them like that. And then this one, I don't know if you noticed, but it doesn't stay open at all. So it'll be nice to finally have cabinets that'll stay closed and open. So, and then up here, this is just the one on top of the window. Oh, it's so bright from that sun. But up here, this is completely empty. So just up in this one, we had the paper towels and like little glass serving dishes and stuff like that. And then that big jug was also up here. One of Imogen's favorite activities is actually climbing into the cupboards, but don't you dare. You cannot open that. So that's empty. So that's done. And that one wasn't too much of a pain to do because there wasn't a lot up there anyway. All right. We're going to do some more kitchen cleaning out? We're going to clean it out? Okay, let's. What are you doing in there? So I wanted to show you guys my little helper for my project. So this is like halfway through. So what I've done is down here is like this weird shelf that has like an angled back, and I don't know. We put our like plastic bags down there, and then we use them, you know. And then down here I put like the appliance stuff. So our crock pot and our waffle maker is here. I put our toaster and our blender in the other room in the dining room on a space on a table that I had. What? Okay. And then I just have our barbecue stuff in here. So actually right now a lot of it's in the dishwasher, but it goes in that bin against the back. And then our cast iron oven thingy is back there. So this shelf is completely clear besides the rice sock which will be in a second. But I've moved all of our food from in here over here. And our Ziplocs. These two are the only ones that are open, and all the rest of the Ziplocs in here, oh, you can't even see. All the rest of the Ziplocs in here aren't open, so that's why they're in the pantry and not being used, but these ones just didn't fit in the drawers before, so they've always been here. So right now I'm gonna leave them, but if I have room in our little like cart, then I'll move that there. There's all the pasta in the back that I can't eat anymore, but still have because I want to put it in jars and it'll look cute. Over here I have all my snacks, so sunflower seeds, shelled sunflower seeds, peanuts, croutons for salads, and almonds, and then peanuts. And then the stuff I access on a everyday basis, so like Keenan's lunch stuff is all right here. And then his breakfast cereals. And Keenan's been eating a lot of pancakes lately just because, can you please not actually do that? Excuse me. Do not. You're rude today. So he's been having pancakes because he got his wisdom teeth out. So he can't really get the cereal in his mouth. I believe I just talked to you that we're not actually going to do that. Thanks. And then up here I just still have to work on right now. It has all our medicines, our Instant Pot, a huge bowl, and I believe a lot of empty boxes. I don't think there's actually garbage bags in there. So we'll go through this, add some more stuff up here, and then my goal is to keep this shelf empty. So then that way I can put all our cups and our plates and stuff that we use every day. So then the cupboard over there behind me will actually be completely empty. Also, just like a tip that I have, so cans and stuff are really easy to stack. So this is our bread bin, which I actually don't have any right now because Keenan can't eat sandwiches at work, so he's been taking soup. But this is where the bread's gonna go, which is what I do access every day, as opposed to cans of like beans and chickpeas and stuff like that, which I don't use every day. They're just underneath here. So if I need them, like moving the bread basket out isn't that much of a big deal. So if I need them, I can get them, but I've used my vertical space to store more things. All right, so I figured I'd share with you guys a quick update on all the packing that we've done. This is probably going to be the last video in this update, so I'm probably just gonna make the first update like what it looked like before and cleaning it out and all the stuff we've gotten done so far. So over here you can see I have this whole big bin packed up. I also have that box in the last clip. This cart is pretty empty other than those measuring cups at the bottom. And then up here I just have our pot handles and then our vegetable grilling basket handle, and then all of our dishcloths and stuff are just here. These are ones that I didn't actually know that I had. So cleaning out your kitchen for a renovation actually shows you how much stuff you have. If you hear Imogen, she's just having a day. So then over here, this drawer, completely empty. This drawer still has a little bit of the things that we use every day that will eventually move over onto this cart once we have to take everything out of here. Down here, we just have our Active Fry because we have nowhere to put it right now, but we will in a little bit. This side here just has one Pyrex dish and the cheese grater. This has all of our things before, like I think I already showed, but those are still here, but these will also move on to the IKEA cart when we're ready to go. This completely empty, this completely empty, this still completely full because we still use this every day, but eventually this will also move over onto that black Raskog cart from IKEA. This drawer, completely empty. This cupboard, if you're probably wondering why I have a towel on the floor, is because our sink tap has decided to have a hole in the connector for the cold water. So even though we didn't plan on getting a new tap, I think we have to. Keenan said that we can't just take it apart and fix it, like something's wrong with the actual tap. So I have this cloth under here now in case it leaks again, and then these buckets that have been catching some water these past few days, well actually since yesterday, for those. So everything from under there is cleaned out except for those, and I'm really hoping that we don't have like soggy floors, and that'd be really upsetting. Over here is just stuff that still needs to be boxed up. So all this is just gonna go into a box when I can get one because it's really hard to find just like a huge empty box. So those will go into a box. This is all stuff we don't use every day. Some of that stuff I might actually be selling. That's empty, like I mentioned. And then this, I think I've already shown, is empty except for those few things that we use on a daily basis. These stuff, like Keenan's teeth are actually here, which is kind of gross. I don't know why they're on my counter, but they are just this stuff. This is all stuff that I am giving away that I can't eat and that I won't eat anymore. So that's all going. What else? Oh, all of our like things I don't use all the time are just on top of our fridge up there, and then all the cleaning stuff is just at the front. And then what I've accomplished up here is all those are there, and then these I had space to put them there, so that's why they're there. There's the crock pot, the barbecue stuff, the cast iron, and the waffle maker. And then here are all the dishes that I'm keeping out that we use. So all of our plates, our bowls, our mugs, our other bowls, pots and pans, and then a few cups. We don't normally use glasses. We usually just use mugs. Even if we're like drinking water or something, we usually just use mugs. This is all our food like I showed you before. I managed to fit all here. And then there are 2 baskets back here. So this is all like pre-made, not pre-made, but like cookable pastas, like sidekicks and stuff, which like I probably am not going to eat again, but they're in here in case I need them for a quick meal. And then this is all my tea and coffee and stuff. Up here, I organized our medicine a bit better, fit in all the garbage bags, and then just put in the Instant Pot and then some big bowls and dishes. And then up there is just some even bigger bowls and dishes. So that's what everything is at right now. Hopefully in the next video, which I hope will be soon because I really want all of this over before I go back to school in September. So fingers crossed that in a few weeks you'll be seeing a video about ripping it out and hopefully putting the kitchen back together. So that's all I have for you guys. I know like this was just like a quick pop on, here you are, because like I just got out of the shower and I'm a bit of a mess. But that's pretty much all. In the next few weeks we are going to start ripping out the kitchen and doing all that fun stuff. We're just finishing up with the bathroom. We are finally painting and putting on like the finaling, that is not a word. The final touches on all of that. So once that's finished, then we can start ripping out all of this here, even though there's like literally nothing there, it's just the stove. But all of this. So I hope you guys liked this video and that you liked kind of seeing the mess that our kitchen is for the past 3 years. And I hope you're excited to see what it turns out like, because I'm super excited. All right, bye guys. Oh, make sure to check out my blog. I'll have that linked down below. See you next week.